Welcome to Courageous Consciousness. Mourning, Dolly Parton. A 9-minute guided hypnosis for comfort, grief, and gratitude. Before we begin, find a comfortable place where you can sit or lie down undisturbed. This recording is simply an opportunity to relax, to remember, and to make a little space for whatever you might be feeling right now. There is no correct way to grieve someone who touched your life. And you don't have to have known someone personally for their passing to hurt. Sometimes a voice becomes part of our lives. A song becomes attached to a memory. A personality becomes familiar enough that it feels almost like an old friend. So for the next few minutes, there is nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to accomplish. Just allow yourself to be here. Good. Take a slow, comfortable breath in and gently breathe out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. And one more time, let the breath come in naturally and allow yourself to release it completely. And as you continue breathing comfortably, begin to notice the places where your body is already supported. Notice the surface beneath you. Notice the weight of your arms, the weight of your legs. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your jaw to loosen. Let the muscles around your eyes become comfortable and still. And with every breath, imagine yourself settling just a little more deeply into this moment. Now, I'd like for you to imagine a beautiful mountain path somewhere in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. The air is clean. The sky stretches wide above you. There are trees on either side of the path, and somewhere in the distance you can hear birds calling to one another. The sunlight is warm but gentle, and there is absolutely nowhere you need to be. So you begin walking slowly along this path. With every step, your mind becomes quieter. 10, 9, 8, going deeper into relaxation. 7, 6, 5, feeling peaceful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ahead of you, the trees begin to open and you discover a beautiful meadow in the mountains. Wildflowers grow all around you. Pinks, yellows, purples, whites, and perhaps scattered among them, a little sparkle here and there, because somehow it feels appropriate today. And as you enter this peaceful place, allow yourself to think of Dolly. Not necessarily Dolly Parton the celebrity, but the Dolly who existed in your own life. The voice you heard, the songs you remember, the laughter, the clothes, the enormous hair, the rhinestones, the humor, the tenderness, the remarkable ability to be completely herself. Perhaps a particular moment comes to you now, the first time you heard one of her songs, a movie you watched, someone in your family who loved her, a road trip, a difficult period when one of her songs somehow understood something you couldn't quite put into words. Or perhaps you simply remember seeing her somewhere and smiling. Whatever comes to you is exactly right. You don't need to search for a memory. Just allow it to arrive. And notice what you feel. You might feel sadness, you might feel warmth, you might feel disbelief that someone who seems so permanent could suddenly be gone. You may even feel foolish for being emotional about someone you never met. If that feeling appears, allow it to drift away. Because grief isn't measured by physical distance. We grieve the places people occupied inside our lives. Dolly occupied a very unusual place. For generations of people, she represented joy, humor, music, generosity, creativity, acceptance, and the courage to be unmistakably yourself. Her life reached far beyond the stage, from her music to her extraordinary support of children's literacy and countless acts of generosity. So perhaps what you're mourning isn't only a person. Perhaps you're mourning the closing of a chapter. And now, imagine that somewhere across this mountain meadow you see a soft golden light. You don't need to decide what that light means. It doesn't have to be religious or supernatural. It can simply represent a memory, love, music, legacy, everything one human being leaves behind in other people. And as you look toward that light, imagine placing your sadness there for just a moment. Not throwing it away, not pretending it doesn't exist, simply allowing yourself to put it down. And silently, in whatever words feel right to you, you can say, "Thank you. Thank you for the music. Thank you, Dolly, for the laughter. Thank you for your stories. Thank you for the kindness. Thank you for reminding us that being different doesn't require an apology. Thank you for all the moments we didn't even realize would someday become memories." And notice something now. The sadness may still be present, but perhaps there is something beside it. Gratitude. Because grief and gratitude can exist together. You can wish someone were still here and at the very same time feel incredibly lucky that they were ever here at all. Imagine now that you are holding one small sparkling stone in your hand. It's a tiny rhinestone, and let this little stone represent whatever part of Dolly's spirit you want to carry forward. Maybe it's kindness, maybe it's humor, maybe it's generosity, maybe it's courage, maybe it's the willingness to be gloriously, unapologetically yourself. Choose one. And imagine placing that little stone somewhere safe inside your heart, knowing that the people who affect us don't simply disappear when their lives end. Their influence continues through the people who remember them, their stories, through kindness, through books given to children, through songs played years from now by someone who hasn't even been born yet. And perhaps that is one of the gentler truths about loss. A life ends, but echoes do not.